What if I told you every time you complain, you are literally deleting your chances of getting rich? Every time you open your mouth to vent about the traffic, the weather, or your boss, you are making a choice that most people don't realize is a financial and biological death sentence. You are literally shrinking your brain and repelling the very luck you claim to be looking for. Most of us think complaining is just a harmless way to blow off steam. But the hard science of neuroscience tells a much darker story. When you complain, you aren't just expressing a thought. You are physically re-engineering your brain to stay broke. This isn't about being positive or vibing high. This is about the reticular activating system in your brain, the gatekeeper of your perception, being programmed by your own voice to filter out every opportunity, every windfall, and every breakthrough that could change your life. You are essentially deleting your potential in real time. If you want to understand why some people seem to stumble into success while you're stuck grinding in the same place, you need to realize that complaining is a luxury that high performers and the wealthy simply cannot afford. It is a neurological self-sabotage that turns you into a magnet for the exact circumstances you hate. We need to talk about the physical reality of what happens inside your skull when you start a sentence with "I can't believe" or "it's not fair." Every thought you have triggers a physical change in your brain. There is a fundamental rule in neuroscience. Neurons that fire together wire together. When you repeat a complaint, you are building a physical superhighway for negativity. You are making it easier for your brain to find things to be miserable about tomorrow than it was today. You are essentially building a prison out of your own neural pathways. But it gets worse. Research from Stanford University has shown that even 30 minutes of complaining, or even just listening to someone else complain, physically peels away neurons in the hippocampus. That is the part of your brain responsible for problem solving, memory, and intelligent thought. You are literally dropping points off your IQ every time you indulge in a venting session. You are making yourself less capable of finding the solution to the very problem you're complaining about. Think about the stakes here. If someone came up to you and offered you a choice between venting about your bad day or losing 5 IQ points and $10,000 in potential earnings, you'd walk away. Yet we do this for free, 15 to 30 times a day. This creates what I call the biohacking nightmare. By flooding your system with cortisol, the stress hormone, during these complaints, you put your body into a state of high alert that shuts down the creative centers of your brain. You cannot see an exit from your financial or personal struggles because your brain is stuck in a survival loop. You are legally ordering more chaos from your subconscious. This is the validation loop. When you voice a complaint, your brain marks that information as important. Your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between what you want and what you're obsessed with. It only knows what you focus on. By validating your struggles through speech, you are giving your brain a direct order to find more evidence that life is hard, money is scarce, and luck is something that only happens to other people. You are repelling luck because you have trained your eyes to be blind to it. The most dangerous part of this cycle is that it feels productive. We feel like we're getting it out of our system, but the reality is that we are just entrenching the habit. High achievers understand that their mental bandwidth is their most valuable asset. They don't waste it on low ROI activities like complaining, because they know that every second spent focusing on the obstacle is a second stolen from the objective. You have to treat your focus like a bank account. Every complaint is a withdrawal. That leaves you bankrupt when it's time to actually execute a plan. If you are wondering why you feel drained, why you feel like you're spinning your wheels, or why lucky breaks never seem to come your way, look at your linguistic patterns. You are likely paying a heavy victim tax every single day, and the IRS of the universe is collecting it in the form of missed opportunities and stalled growth. This is the mechanical reality of your mind. You are either hardwiring yourself for wealth and breakthrough, or you are hardwiring yourself for a permanent state of lack. There is no middle ground. Luck is not a lightning bolt that strikes the random. It is a cognitive setting that you have been accidentally deleting with every vent. It's time to stop the drain before there's nothing left to save. To understand why your bank account might be stuck, you have to understand the concept of VAC, the ancient Vedic principle of the sacred power of speech. In the modern world, we think of words as cheap, but in reality, your speech is the command prompt of your life. Every time you speak, you are typing code into the supercomputer of your subconscious. When you complain, you are creating what is known as a samskara, a deep physical impression in your consciousness. Think of a samskara like a groove in a record. The more you complain, the deeper the groove becomes, until the needle of your life is stuck playing the same song of not enough over and over again. This isn't just philosophy. It's high-level mental architecture. In the US market, we call this the victim tax. It is the literal cost, measured in dollars, relationships, and time, that you pay for every moment you spend claiming you're being treated unfairly by the world. When you operate from a place of complaint, you are essentially vibrating at a frequency of lack. You are telling the universe and your own nervous system that you do not have enough, that you aren't being supported, and that things are going wrong. Because your brain is designed to seek consistency, it will work overtime to make sure your external reality matches that internal command. This is why broke is a mindset long before it's a balance in a bank account. Most people are waiting for their circumstances to change so they can stop complaining, but they have it backward. You have to stop the victim tax to allow the circumstances to change. If your internal software is glitchy and filled with can't and why me, no amount of hard work will fix the output. You are trying to run a high-definition life on a low-resolution operating system. High performers understand that their words are a limited resource. They use speech to build, to strategize, and to command, not to leak energy. Every time you join in on a commiseration session at the office or vent to your friends about how hard things are, you are reinforcing a samskara of victimhood. You are building a psychological identity that is allergic to luck. This identity actually feels threatened by success, because success would prove your complaints wrong. This is the glitch in the software. To fix it, you have to realize that your voice is a steering wheel. You cannot drive toward wealth while your words are steering you toward the ditch of resentment. You have to treat your speech with the same reverence a coder treats their syntax one wrong character, and the whole program crashes. Now, we move into the actual engineering of your breakthrough. We aren't talking about toxic positivity, where you pretend everything is perfect when it's falling apart. That's just lying to yourself, and your brain knows it. Instead, we use the neural pivot. This is a 3-step conscious redirection protocol designed to physically break the superhighway of negativity you've built. The first step is to catch it. You have to develop the self-awareness to feel the itch to complain before the words leave your mouth. The second step is to neutralize it. You state the facts of the situation without the emotional judgment. Instead of saying, "This client is a nightmare and is ruining my day," you say, "This client has high demands that I'm currently navigating." This removes the cortisol spike and keeps your IQ intact. The third step is to redirect it with the "What's the move?" mindset. You immediately ask, "What is the one action step I can take right now to improve this?" By replacing a complaint with an action-oriented observation, you are performing a grateful reframe that isn't about fluff, it's about functionality. You are training your brain to see levers instead of walls. When you stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" and start asking, "How do I use this?" you physically rewire your reticular activating system. Suddenly, the luck that seemed to avoid you begins to show up because you finally tuned your internal antenna to the frequency of opportunity. You'll start seeing solutions in places where you previously only saw dead ends. This is how you stop being a victim of your circumstances and start becoming the architect of your results. I'm challenging you to the 21-day luck audit. For the next 3 weeks, you are on a total complaint fast. If you slip up, you don't beat yourself up. You just pivot immediately. During these 21 days, pay attention to the coincidences that start happening. You'll find that as you stop paying the victim tax, your mental energy increases, your problem-solving sharpens, and opportunities begin to find you. It's not magic. It's just that your brain is finally out of its own way. Be honest with yourself and the community. Go to the comments right now and post the last thing you complained about. Then apply the neural pivot and write out exactly what the move is to fix it. Let's turn those complaints into your first step toward wealth.